Welcome back to Future Bike Zone, the home for riders who love discovering the next big thing in motorcycling. Today we're looking at one of the most anticipated adventure bikes, coming from CFMoto, the 2026 CFMoto 1000MTX. This is a machine that aims to take on the big players in the leader-class adventure touring segment, offering a mix of high performance, modern technology, and rugged touring ability, all while keeping the price in check. So let's dive into what makes this new 1000MTX such a hot topic among adventure riders around the world. At first glance, the 1000MTX makes a strong impression. The design language is clearly inspired by rally raid machines with sharp angles, tall proportions, and a purposeful stance. The front face features aggressive LED headlights and a tall, adjustable windscreen that flows seamlessly into the tank and fairing. The tank itself is sculpted and muscular, giving the bike a strong adventure presence. The fairing panels have aerodynamic creases and functional vents, and the rear section looks clean and compact, especially with the minimal overhang beyond the seat. The frame looks solid, with exposed trellis sections that highlight the bike's mechanical confidence. Everything about the 1000MTX's design communicates that it's built for riders who want to go far, whether that means long highway tours or dirt road expeditions. CFMoto seems to have taken everything it learned from the 800MT and pushed it a notch higher. Under the bodywork sits a newly developed 999cc engine. It's been reported as a parallel twin derived from the KTM LC8C lineage, though tuned for CFMoto's own performance characteristics. The engine produces around 111 horsepower and roughly 105 Newton-meters of torque, which places it right in line with mid to upper adventure bikes like the BMW F900 GS or Triumph Tiger 900. What's impressive is that CFMoto is doing this while keeping its pricing dramatically lower than European competitors. The power delivery is expected to be smooth, with a strong mid-range ideal for long-distance cruising and off-road tractability. Mated to a 6-speed gearbox with a slipper clutch and a bidirectional quickshifter. This engine promises both sporty performance and easy manageability in slow technical sections. Fire it up, and the exhaust note has a deep, throaty tone that immediately makes the bike feel serious. The throttle response is crisp, thanks to a ride-by-wire system that manages fueling precisely across modes. CFMoto's tuning emphasizes linear response. You twist the throttle and the power comes on predictably, without abrupt surges. That's important when you're dealing with slippery trails or tight switchbacks. While the exact performance numbers may vary slightly from market to market, we can expect 0 to 100 km/h times in the 3.5 to 4 second range, which is very respectable for a full-size adventure motorcycle. The chassis setup is one of the most exciting parts of the 1000MTX. CFMoto has gone with a fully adjustable suspension setup. Inverted KYB forks up front and a single rear monoshock, with preload and rebound adjustability. Suspension travel is generous, around 230 millimeters at the front and 200 at the rear, giving the bike serious off-road credentials. Combine that with a 21-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear, and it's clear this bike means business when it comes to rough terrain. The spoked wheels add durability, while tubeless tires keep practicality intact. Braking duties are handled by twin 320mm discs with radial mount calipers at the front and a 260mm rear disc, both equipped with cornering ABS. That's a strong package that rivals adventure bikes costing significantly more. The frame is a steel tube design, chosen for a balance between strength and flexibility. Wet weight hovers around 235 kilograms, not light but expected in this category. What matters is balance, and the MTX reportedly carries its weight low, keeping the center of gravity manageable. The ergonomics are pure adventure. Wide handlebar, upright posture, and a commanding seat height of roughly 860 to 875 millimeters. Shorter riders might find it tall at first, but that's part of what makes these bikes so capable when the tarmac ends. The foot peg and handlebar position feels neutral, allowing both seated and standing riding postures to feel natural. CFMoto's focus on technology is another big talking point. The 1000MTX features a large, full-color 7-inch TFT display with smartphone connectivity, navigation support, and multiple display layouts. You can pair your phone to handle calls, control music, and receive route guidance right on the screen. There are multiple riding modes, typically sport, touring, rain, and off-road, which adjust throttle response, traction control, and ABS intervention accordingly. Traction control and cornering ABS are both lean sensitive, thanks to a 6-axis IMU. A quick shifter, cruise control, hill hold assist, and engine braking control are also expected to be included. Heated grips and a heated seat add comfort for colder rides, while the adjustable windscreen can be raised or lowered depending on rider preference. Small touches like a USB-C charging port and a 12-volt socket show that CFMoto has considered the needs of long-distance riders. The riding experience will likely feel composed and mature. At highway speeds, the bike should remain rock-solid thanks to its long wheelbase and aerodynamic bodywork. The tall windscreen and broad fairing help reduce buffeting, while the wide saddle keeps long hours comfortable. Suspension compliance will allow the bike to glide over imperfect tarmac. And off-road, it should soak up rough patches without unsettling the rider. Standing up on the pegs, the wide handlebar and slim midsection will make body movement easy. That dual-purpose nature, competent on both asphalt and gravel, is what defines a good adventure bike, and CFMoto seems to have done its homework here. Fuel capacity is another practical plus. With a tank size around 19 liters and a realistic consumption figure of about 18 to 20 kilometers per liter depending on riding style, riders can expect a range of 350 to 400 kilometers on a full tank, ideal for touring. The seat padding is firm but supportive, and the bike's subframe looks strong enough to carry panniers and a top box without compromising balance. CFMoto will likely offer official accessory luggage options, crash guards, skid plates, auxiliary lights, and touring windscreens to let riders personalize their setup. Now, let's talk about the price. One of the biggest reasons the 1000MTX is making headlines. In markets like India, early estimates place it at around 8.1 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which converts to roughly 10,000 to 11,000 US dollars. That's astonishing when you consider what it's offering. Bikes like the BMW F850 GS or the Triumph Tiger 900 start much higher, often around 14,000 to 16,000 USD or more. Even Japanese alternatives like the Africa Twin or V-Strom 1050 sit well above that range. So CFMoto's value equation is undeniable. If the build quality, reliability, and service network hold up, this could easily be one of the best-priced leader-class adventure motorcycles on the planet. The 1000MTX is aimed squarely at riders who want one motorcycle that can handle everything: highway touring, mountain passes, and light off-road trails without breaking the bank. It's also for riders who want that big bike feel and performance but don't want to spend premium brand money. It's not a beginner bike, of course. At 235 kilos and with over 100 horsepower, it demands experience. But for intermediate to advanced riders looking to step up from the 650 or 800 class, this could be the sweet spot. That's all for today's review from Future Bike Zone. If you found this deep dive useful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth looks at upcoming motorcycles from around the world. Let me know in the comments what you think about the CFMoto 1000MTX. Is it the adventure bike you've been waiting for, or would you stick with one of the established giants? Either way, it's clear the future of motorcycling is getting more exciting, and this bike is proof that great performance doesn't have to cost a fortune. Until next time, ride safe and keep exploring.